Greetings everyone. Today I am Panshul and here to share my experience on my industrial training and internship at Allocent Labs Private Limited. When we first started the internship, we got to know about the bubble.io in the technology in which we had to work. So in the starting, we got some dummy projects to make, and making those helped us realize that how database management is happening in bubble, how to fetch data from the database, and how to call different apis, and how to receive the data returned from the apis, how states are differently managed in react and in bubble. Regarding the first few weeks was making dummy projects and getting ourselves familiar with the bubble.io. And next we I was put into a project called Bonds, which was the relationship management app. We had a client from Israel, so the communication was that our team lead had got the requirements from the client, and we and me and another developer, we both were in this project. Only two of us, we were required to make the product. My task initially was to integrate ChatGPT into the application. I was somewhere around put into the project at sprint 3. So some part of it was already made, the basic part. Now the intricacies were about to start. So I was made to integrate ChatGPT into the application. So we use the assistants API for this, not the normal one, because in the normal one we can just send message and receive message and the game is done. But in case of assistants, we use, because we get threading in that. So the ChatGPT has the context of what the previously user has answered, and it can get the data according, it can give response according to the previous data. So getting data from ChatGPT assistants is also not quite an easy task, because in the normal one we can just send one API for pushing the data and another API for just retrieving the data. But in case of assistants, first we had to create a thread, then we push the data into the thread, then we use the run command to the post request of run to run the thread according to our instructions, specific instructions. And then we get the status of the run around every 5 to 10 seconds, because it takes a longer in assistants api than in normal api. And then after we get the completed message, we get the message from the assistants api. Now the thing is that the messages which were coming to us were sometimes it was divided into two different messages, and we were only fetching the latest messages, and we did not have a tool to recognize that whether gpt is giving messages in two messages or single message. So I wrote to the forum that I am facing this issue, and I did not think that they will reply, but I got a reply from official developers of ChatGPT that it was an issue from their end and they had resolved it. So I used Postman first time to test these APIs and troubleshoot if there are any errors. Also, I had the task of embedding the Instagram Reels into your application to get more user engagement. And we used Progressier for getting the notifications on the mobile. And for push notifications, we used one signal as well. And at the last, we had to wrap the app for a native experience for our users. So we are currently in that phase right now, and we are using BDK native for that. We are facing many issues in BDK native as well, because uh, obviously, like, bubble is a no code tool, and we experience many things that are not in our control. We hit a brick wall every now and then, but after spending a day or two with the error, we try to resolve it. So this was my internship experience. Thank you.